Hey, good morning. I'm Chuck. Welcome to my channel. A few weeks ago, I had a guy. He asked me how my Gothic arch greenhouse was holding up, and I wanted to do a video on it, and I just haven't had time. It's just been, summertime just gets away from me. So let me go through and show you what's going on in the greenhouse. All right. First of all, I got to come out here in the morning, just because it gets too hot in here. But I put this metal, it's a piece of aluminum. I had it sitting around. It was for a swimming pool. One of my old jobs, I had stuff laying around, left over. So I put this stuff in, and then I put these pavers in as a walkway. The walkway works really well. I left a few holes over here for my grapevines. This is my first year inside for my grapevines. They started off about not even a foot tall, and you can see the growth this year. One there, one here, and I just attached them right to my cross member here. I forget the name of these things. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it in the captions. But yeah, this one's about done. I'm going to cut it off. You can come over here a little bit more. And then I have this string up here to hold the vines in when they start to grow up like this. So yeah. But the structure itself, you can see the glue is holding up really well. It's a year and a half into it. It hasn't even started to gray yet, which is a little shocking. It has one leak over here. It leaks on the splice plate on this flashing on the outside. So what I need to do is put some caulking. Oh, here it is right here. I need to put some caulking on this splice plate on the outside to keep the rain out. But other than that, it's pretty watertight. It's doing pretty well. There's no cracking. The seam's not falling apart. The glue is holding. These stainless steel screws aren't bleeding through. You don't get a lot of staining coming out of the screws. I did put on the outside, you can see I have a shade cloth up here, just because it got so hot in here. I had to run down and grab a shade cloth. But you can see I just put layers on it. It only came 6 feet wide, so I had to put three rows on. And this side over here, you can see there's a big gap. But I'll seam that and make one giant in the off season. When I take it down, I'll make one giant covering, so I don't have to have any more seams. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. Whether I think the stuff is plastic, so I can just melt it together with hot iron, or I don't know. We'll figure it out. I might make a video about how to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. But I put gravel in the base, and a lot of my stuff are in these milk crates. I don't plant anything in the ground itself. Underneath this gravel, let me show you this. Underneath this gravel, you can see down here I have a piece of hardware cloth. I started to get a mole coming in. Tried to burrow under. I have about 6 inches of pea gravel, and then on top of that I have the hardware cloth, and then on top of that I have this crushed rock. So I haven't had any problems since. But these pavers down the middle, boy, they make a world of difference. I love those. And then I just finished on the outside. I just finished my my sidewalk. Poured that. You can watch that in a different video. But I think from this point on, I'm not going to grow any more tomatoes. Tomatoes, they do really well in here. I gotta say, tomatoes do really well, but we just don't eat tomatoes. We do like these peppers, however. And I'm gonna grow peppers. One thing I wish I would have done, and I might still do it. Down here, on these boards here, I just tacked these boards up. I wish I would have put some insulation in there. That would have been super handy. Also, I didn't put any power in here. I have an electric cord, but there's no conduit with power running into a panel, and I wish I would have done that. So a few regrets. That, power and water. I still may do that. I mean, I might just get my excavator out here and dig a trench. I probably will. I dig a trench from there. I have power and water in there. Now let's trench it through here, down 2 feet. It doesn't freeze any deeper than 6 inches here. So I don't really have to worry about the freeze. It's just, you know, you want to be down 2 feet just because. Just planted some carrots. They just popped up really fast. And these carrots I planted in February. And they're about done. I've been picking them slowly and surely. But the peppers are doing fine. The cucumbers do really well. And my grapes. That's about all I'm going to, you know, grow in here. The rest of the stuff is just for cuttings. And, you know, this is a cutting. These little things are cuttings. And here's some cuttings from my my lemon. This is a lemon tree cutting. From here, this is my lemon tree, Meyer lemon. But yeah, all in all, my wall here, all in all, it's a good structure. It's pretty firm. It's pretty solid. I mean, it's not going anywhere, you know. It's not falling apart. Structurally, it's pretty tight. Had snow on it, had a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and it holds up really, really well. Yeah, so there's just a quick update on how it's doing, how the greenhouse, the Gothic greenhouse is doing. The arch part, I'm really, really happy I went with the arch part just because of the snow. You know, we don't get a lot of snow here, but every once in a while we'll get 2.5 feet, maybe even 3 feet of snow. Very rare, but it does happen. And I've seen a lot of hoop houses. They just come right down. So this one is going to hold up for pretty much all the weather that we have here. Yeah, really happy with it. I encourage you guys to go out there and build one on your own. It's not that hard. Give it a go.